I thought Penn State beating Ohio State was actually great for the conference.
For the Big Ten?
Yeah, because I think what's happened in the SEC, it's Nick and everybody else.
Yep.
And the games aren't, I mean, Nick's losing the game about every other year. For the Big Ten, I don't think the Big Ten, because of their geographical footprint, will ever have as many athletes as the SEC.
That's true.
But we historically have judged conferences on your top 2 to 3 teams. If Harbaugh, Urban, and they're already hitting it out of the park, if Penn State joins them, and because of their regional footprint, Pennsylvania, and they've always had the ability to get elite Midwest and sometimes Atlantic Seaboard players, if Penn State becomes a player, a top 12 program, you make the argument, if nothing else, they're going to win a lot of big bowl games and be incredibly compelling to the American TV viewer.
I think that you have to tier your conference. I don't think that you can try to be great throughout the conference, or else you just get watered down like the Pac-12 has been. Because everybody's alike in the Pac-12. They're all the same.
Even the 11th team can play.
Washington's really good. Everybody else is kind of the same, and we'll just see how it pans out in the mix. Whereas I think that the Big Ten is getting to a point where you're going to have 2 elite programs, okay, Michigan and Ohio State, and then you're going to have, and I know they're down right now and they've lost 5 in a row, but they're historically Michigan State, Penn State, Wisconsin, Nebraska, and maybe Iowa you throw in there, that are constantly in the top 25.
And certainly
that's a conference.
That's the best conference.
That you can make an argument that that's the strongest conference if you get those brands together, and Penn State is on that road. Now, I will say this. There's been some false information out there. Ohio State does not control their own destiny.
No, they have to beat Michigan.
No. That would be controlling your own destiny. Michigan has to be undefeated when they play Ohio State, or else Penn State and Ohio State could wind up in a tie for the division, and Penn State gets the tiebreaker. No one's talking about that. If Michigan loses before playing in Columbus, then Ohio State's fate is completely out of their hands, whether they win the rest of their games or not.
That phone caller would go apoplectic. He'd go crazy.
He would go absolutely crazy because Penn State's schedule the rest of the way, not difficult. They're going to be favored in every one of those games. And if they win all of those games, all that has to happen is Michigan slips up somewhere other than Ohio State. So if Michigan were to be a 2-loss Big Ten team and Ohio State and Penn State both finish the season with 1 loss, Penn State goes to the Big Ten championship game.
Oh, my God.
Ohio State does not control their own destiny. They're in a bit of a precarious situation right now, although you would expect Michigan to take care of their business. But their fate rests in the school up north's hands. They hate that. Hate it.